Hi and welcome to my top tip for hypermobility number 8. I'm Jeannie Dibon. I would like to talk today about the importance of little and often. Okay, so my top tip today is formulating the habits to do movement, mindfulness, whatever practice you have, little and often. Okay, so the key points here are little. Okay, so if you've been told to do exercise, you can start really low. Okay, so don't feel that you need to start really pushing hard and doing loads of repetitions, loads of intensity. Okay, you can start little, and many people need to start with 1 or 2 repetitions of an exercise, which is fine. Okay, so little is key. And the other aspect is often. Okay, so the frequency at which we do our exercises is going to make a difference. Now, why is that important? Why is it important that I do little movement snacks, if I need to do movement snacks, or little classes, whatever it is, doing it regularly in little chunks rather than having big gaps in between my movement practice? Because the reason that I advocate for little and often is because it helps us build consistency. It helps us build what I call tissue tolerance. So we're building up our tolerance to a certain activity. Okay, now if I exercise and I do it, or move, whatever we want to call it, I hate the word exercise, but if I do it and then I leave it for like a month and then try and start again, maybe I had a bad experience, maybe I pushed too hard the first time, caused me a flare up. And of course, the thing about flare ups, of course, is they're not just caused by physical things, which is, was news to me initially. Flare ups can be caused by emotional stress, chemical stress, physical stress. Okay, so maybe I did something that caused a flare up. Maybe I was having a bad day, a bad period in my life. I had a flare up and then I left it and I didn't do anything for 4 to 6 weeks, and I have to start again. So my tissue tolerance, my adaptability, my sensitivity to movement, especially if I'm new to movement, has not improved. I'm starting basically back at day 1 again. Now, if I can do little and often in small chunks, almost like my nervous system doesn't really notice what's going on, I can start to build tissue tolerance. And tissue tolerance for me goes way beyond, the capacity and the load. I'm not talking about tissue tolerance in terms of load. That's very much a weight, a weightlifting, building strength kind of thing. For me, tissue tolerance goes way beyond that when you're talking about hypermobility. As I said, so many things can impact our tissue tolerance that need to be taken into consideration. Not going to go into all of it now because that's a whole other video. But we need to build that tolerance. We need to get the tissue happy to start doing things, get the mind happy to start doing things. So little and often, again, it's not threatening. Okay, if I can do stuff that I'm happy about, that I'm not nervous about doing, I'm not anxious about doing, at this stage, it's within my comfort zone. Okay, we're not pushing anybody outside of their comfort zone. We're staying within our comfort zone because we're trying to get started. Okay, so it's not about pushing through. It's not about, proving anything or being told to push through comfort zone and all of that. It's not about that. It's about staying very much in our comfort zone and staying within our safety levels so that I can begin a regular habit of moving. Because we do know that movement helps build tissue tone. It does help with that stability, with that proprioception. So we do know it's important, yeah? So we do want to do it, and it doesn't matter if we need to start low, okay? So my top tip is little and often for hypermobility movement, okay? So I hope you enjoyed that one. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you again soon.